Those transaction data can be utilized by service providers in credit underwriting, in the sense that, those transaction data in terms of how many coffee I drink every day, where I buy coffee, do I use Uber every day, and what kind of working hours I have. Those non-traditional data can be very useful for financial service providers to give me a credit score.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker.
The US Federal Reserve announces CBDC 12-week pilot with major banks. Remember, the IMF aren't joking. The parameters they set for digital currency will score you, to control you, even how much coffee you drink. This is tyranny, not freedom. Resist. Welcome to the Coin Junior channel, and today we're going to be going through the progression of CBDCs. Let's take a look at this news right here. Big banks, New York Fed start to test digital tokens for wholesale transactions. This is a really bad news, guys. A group of major banks and the Federal Reserve Bank of New York have started to test the use of digital tokens representing digital dollars to improve how central bank money is settled between institutions. Let's take a look at the companies that are working on this. Citigroup, HSBC, BNY Mellon, Wells Fargo, and MasterCard are working on a CBDC that is a centralized digital currency for the public. Okay? The 12-week proof of concept pilot program will explore the use of a platform known as the Regulated Liability Network, or RLN, whereby banks issue tokens that represent customers' deposits that are settled on a central bank reserve on a shared distributed ledger. Alright? A lot of people are worried about the CBDC as it takes away the control of your own money. If you say the wrong things, you do the wrong things. If you vote for the wrong party, if you even breathe wrong, your money is gone. Alright? Everything is digitalized. They can track where you are. They can control your money. Your freedom is gone, my friend. Okay? I'm not trying to spread FUD, but think about all the times where the government has tried to shut down our freedom. Think about it for a second. Okay? So for those who don't understand, what is CBDC? Why is it significant to the cryptocurrency market? Why is it significant to us, our lives? Let's take a look at this. Central bank digital currencies are digital tokens similar to cryptocurrency issued by a central bank. They are pegged to the value of that country's fiat currency. Okay? A CBDC is issued and regulated by a nation's monetary authority or central bank. There's a third party in CBDCs. So for those who ask, what is the difference between stablecoins and CBDC? See, stablecoins are not controlled by anyone. They are controlled by their own assets. That is it. Okay? If you have a stablecoin, it is decentralized. It is all just for you. But CBDC is under the monetary authority or a central bank, which is a third party. It is not decentralized. It is still controlled by the government. As a centralized form of currency, they may not anonymize transactions as some cryptocurrencies do. So whatever you do with your CBDC, with your money, they can track you. Okay? So this is why a lot of people are not backing this idea. So let's see, why is CBDC significant and why are they trying to make this happen? CBDC provide businesses and consumers with privacy, transferability, convenience, accessibility, and financial security. It could decrease the maintenance a complex financial system requires, reduce cross-border transaction costs, and provide those who currently use alternative money transfer methods with lower cost options. So from first look, it seems like a good idea to have CBDC, but are you willing to pay low fees, instant transactions, when everybody can monitor what you are doing? And in this case, when I mean everybody, I mean the people in power, the government can see what you're doing. And they can judge you, they can rate you based on their own social credit score, based on what you have bought, how you use your money. Is that what you want? Think about it for a second. CBDCs, backed by a government and controlled by a central bank, would provide households, consumers, and businesses with a stable means of exchanging digital currency. Now, this is a great selling point for their CBDCs. They're trying hard. It is stable. It is not as volatile as cryptocurrencies right now. It's pegged to a currency. If it's $1, it's $1. It's good, but I don't want people to know how much dollar I have right now. I don't want people to know that I use my money to buy leftover food and I eat it on the street. I don't want to let people know that I buy used clothes. I don't want people to know I'm poor. Why would I want people to know that? Okay, so let's take a look. Issues a CBDC creates. This is why a lot of people are worried about this. The effects a switch to CBDC would have on financial system stability are unknown. For example, there may not be enough central bank liquidity to facilitate withdrawals during a financial crisis. If your money is gone, it's gone. Complete liquidation. All right? It is digitalized. It is illiquid. Everything happens on a network. So if their currency crash, you may not be able to withdraw in time. And plus, if you want to withdraw, they can just halt withdrawals, like FTX, like every other exchanges. But this time is powered by the government. Privacy is one of the most significant drivers behind cryptocurrency. CBDCs would require an appropriate amount of intrusion by authorities to monitor for financial crimes. Monitoring is also important because it supports efforts to combat money laundering and the financing of terrorism. Okay? So, are you sure they're just gonna focus on financing, focus on the financial aspect of bad side? Are you sure they're just gonna focus on stopping crimes, stopping laundering, or we have been getting too much decentralization lately? We have been taking so much power away from them that they're trying their best to hold us in place to make sure that we listen to them. Think about it for a second, guys. Alright? So this is CBDCs, and why are people stopping it? It is because we will never have our own control over our own money if CBDCs happen. Okay? So please spread awareness, let people know to prepare themselves. Okay? The only decentralization finance we need, DeFi, is cryptocurrencies. Okay? So let's take a look at another breaking news before I end the video right here. Just in, Binance temporarily suspends USDT and USDC deposits on the Solana chain. Okay, so whoever who holds Solana, please be careful, and I hope you guys are able to withstand the FUD. We have been going through a lot of negativity. Okay, the downfall of FTX, Gemini, FTX's correlation with politics. A lot of the stuff has been happening. Okay, I'm gonna do a video, a full recap of what happened with FTX and Binance so that everyone can understand what went wrong and why is the market the way it is. So with that being said, guys, please be careful of CBDCs. And if you guys are still not convinced, I'm gonna end the video with this.
Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades.